Hello everyone, my name is Master Angelo, and today I'm going to be doing a team review of Team Easy Idol. So let's begin. Now this team consists of only two members, that being the Racer, Ruby Easy Oaks, and the Pity, who is unnamed. Now let's get into releases of these guys, and then we'll get into their appearances. Now the Racer was released about 6 times in the past. No, 5 times in the past, I believe. No, 6 times in the past in total. He was first released in the Morris preview of the South set, like most Cars 1 Piston Cup racers. And then he was also released in 2009 in that pit stop launcher. And he was also released with one of those big tire launchers as well, the big Lightyear tire launchers. And he was also released in the Kmart Collector's Day with rubber tires. And after that, he was released in 2015. This variant was released in 2015, which is different compared to the other one because his teeth were not painted. It's unknown why they did this on Ruby. And that was in the 2-pack with this Pity and the little toolbox. And his most recent release is in 2021 as a Thailand single. Now for the Pity here, the Pity was only released 2 times. First in 2009 as a single. And it came with this toolbox, a stack of tires which were inaccurate because they had blue. The rims on the tires stack were blue and they should have been black like on the Racer. And that version, of course, he was also released in 2015 in the 2-pack with Ruby. And that Pity is actually a variant, the older one, the 2009 one, because that one had a mouth plate. So this section, his mouth was plastic, and his mouth was not painted in. But aside from that, it stayed the same. It stayed the exact same. Now let's get into the review of Ruby Easy Oaks. At the front here, we can see he has a determined expression of green eyes and blue eyelids. He is mostly this very light blue color with some white around the back. He has a very small black mustache grill. It has 2 headlights. One has the number 51 on it. On his hood, he has the Easy Idol logo, which is Easy Idol, a warm start to a cold morning. And he has 4 little pieces, rivets, on his hood. On his roof, he has the number 51 and 2 roof flaps. He has black rims with black Lightyear tires. His contingency sponsors are Nitrate, Piston Cup, Revolting, Mood Springs, Octane Gain, No Stall, Vitaline, Gaskets, Gasprin, Easy Idol again, which is very interesting. RPM, Low Torquey, Pistons, Glee Class, Retread, and Clutch Aid. Is the number 51 on both sides. He has this white pattern. He has some white lines or arrow going through here onto the blue. He has the exhaust pipes on both sides. In the back here it says a warm start to a cold morning, and the Easy Idol logo on the back. And he has windows with the back window having 3 blue window bars. The Easy Idol logo on the back here, a warm start to a cold morning. 7 of these rivets, 7. The back is spoiler, his little bars here all painted in. The back bumper is white with a warm start to a cold morning written on it. He has his 2 tail lights, one of them has the number 51 on it, and there's a little Easy Idol logo on the back of him in the middle. And his design is the exact same on the other side. Let's move on to the little tool card here. As you can see, it's just a blue generic tool card with the Easy Idol logo on the front. Nothing special, it's just a piece of plastic, doesn't roll or anything. The little slots and the wheels are painted. Nothing too special. Now let's move on to the Pity. On the front, he has a happy expression with blue eyes and blue eyelids. His mouth is painted in. He has a little forklift on the front. His top half is blue. His bottom half is white. On the sides, he has the Easy Idol logo. He has blue rims with black tires. On his roof, he can see, or his cap section, he has the Easy Idol logo. He is white all around. And for the appearances of these two, these guys only appeared in the Morris period of the South. In the beginning of the film, in the background, they didn't say anything. These were just background characters. But, as we all know, Ruby was involved in the big Dinosaurs All Mine crash, but Mattel never released the diecast. However, I made a little custom here. Now, I used an Egmont Ruby Easy Oaks model. If you don't know what these Egmont cars, if you're not familiar with them, these are little plastic versions of the diecast cars, which are practically the same. Like, the detailing is practically identical for the most part. Except they're smaller, they're made of plastic, and they are sold with magazines for a rather cheap price as well. As you can see here, I also had to paint up his teeth on this one because it was also missing that detail. As you can see here, I took a lot of inspiration from Disney Docket's custom one. Took a pretty big amount of inspiration. As you can see, he has some yellow splashed onto the side of onto his hood right here, and some red on the other side. It changed up his expression a bit. On his roof here, he has some orange. He's also a bit scratched up, as you can see there. On this side, I used the nail file to scratch up the sides, and I then painted on some green. I also had this little dirt track, this dirt detailing on him, which I think came out pretty good. I also scratched up this side here and put some red splashes on there. Some red splashes of paint. There's also some light blue and some green on the back. You can see there. On the back here, I also put the dirt detailing, of course. I also scraped off some paint with one of those like nails. Like a nail file, that's what I used. You can see the front here, like there's really not much difference in detail regularly. And of course you can see that the windows on the Egmont cars are one piece of the body instead of being separate, like on the die casts. Yeah, there's really not too much of a difference in detailing between these two. Practically the same detail. So yeah, there's really nothing else to say. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed my review of Team Easy Idol. It's unfortunate that this team is so small because this team got really shafted along with N2O Cola because they are planning to release a big four pack with all three of the pitties, or this being two other pitties, and the crew chief as well. And they're also planning a hauler, but all those got cancelled because of cost too, which is extremely unfortunate. And yeah, the only other team that suffered this much was N2O Cola. It's very unfortunate. Either ways, I hope you all enjoyed it. See you all next time. Bye, and peace out.